All right, Habs fans, today I want to talk about Jake Allen. Yes, we haven't really talked about this guy much on the channel, but as you know, he is one of probably, if not, no, he's not the most important, but he's definitely one of the most important players on the team, especially if Carey Price isn't ready to go and can't play anymore, because all of a sudden then, Jake Allen is your number one goalie. I know you've got Montembeault, I know you've got Caden Primo as well, who are two younger guys who could be coming up the pipes, who could be decent and pretty good. In Primo's case, he still needs some time to develop, but he could be a good goalie. But hey, if Price can't go, all of a sudden Jake Allen is your guy. So when rumors on Montreal Hockey Now and the HockeyWriters.com come out that Jake Allen might be not shopped around, but apparently the Coyotes and the Dallas Stars have been kicking tires. And look, for the Arizona Coyotes, I get it. Okay, they've got what? They've got Vimelka and then like a shooting tarp as their 1-2 goalie duo, so I understand. The Stars with Ottinger it makes a little less sense, but again, we don't know the status of guys like Hudobin, for example, so hey, could be something that could be made there. I understand it as well, but from a Habs perspective, if you get rid of Allen, do you guys think that that means that they know that Carey Price is going to play? So then you roll with either Price and Montembeault, or you roll with Montembeault and Primo, because if they're doing that, maybe they're going full tank mode, right? Maybe you're going Montembeault and Primo, and you're going full tank mode for Mr. Connor Bedard in next year's draft. So it's just such an interesting conversation to have here. And as we know, goalies who can play 30, 40, 50 games in the league are tough to find. And by no means is Jake Allen a star or anything, but he's a good goalie. Okay, I think he is, personally, I don't think he's a great number one option long term. I think you guys know that as well. But I think that if you roll a 1A, 1B scenario with Jake Allen as your 1B or even your 1A for a season, I think you're set pretty well. I think he's a good enough goalie that he can manage that load. Like, he had periods in St. Louis where he was the guy, and yeah, he floundered at times, but he also played well other times, and he earned that right to be the number one guy. Now, of course, we've seen guys like Halak and Jordan Binnington come through the pipes, but there was a time there where it was Halak and Allen, and Allen was very good, and there were some periods there, again, like I said, where it was his net, and right now, the only thing that would hold back the Montreal Canadiens from getting something pretty good in a Jake Allen trade is the injury history. As we know, he had some real trouble with injuries, not only this past year, but the year before that too. He struggled with some injury issues. So that's one thing that could deter teams, because if they're going to invest in Jake Allen, and they're going to pay a pretty penny for him, then hey, you got to make sure he's going to play for you. And his salary, it's nothing crazy, okay? So it is manageable. But for the Habs, you need to have some kind of cost certainty as far as the injuries go. And then if they do that, I don't see any reason why Jake Allen can't go for either a good roster player or a good draft pick. I'm talking second, third round pick. I mean, like, am I in crazy town thinking Jake Allen could go for a second round pick? I don't think I'm out to lunch at all thinking that. I think that's pretty reasonable for a guy who, again, is a good 1A, 1B type goalie. Not a guy like you're not acquiring a Jake Ottinger here. You're not acquiring a guy like Vasilevsky, okay? You're getting somebody who's a good goalie who can play 35, 40 games for you ideally, maybe 50. But again, I think that he's got value, and it might be smart, okay? Like, you look at the Arizona Coyotes, and they are desperate. Like I said, they've got nothing. They've got Vimelka and then a Scarecrow to play pipe for them. So they need somebody between the pipes there, and Jake Allen could be their guy. And look, they want to be competitive out there in Arizona. Okay, this might be where you send it, because, hey, they're going to be playing out of a university this upcoming year. They want to maintain interest. They want to be somewhat competitive. I understand being in the Bedard sweepstakes, you want to be there, but look, their fan base is thin already as is. More losing, hey, that's not great for business if you're the Arizona Coyotes. You do want to be somewhat competitive. You want to sell some stars and sell at least some success if you're the Arizona Coyotes. So acquiring Jake Allen does make sense. I understand why their name is in the rumors. The Stars, like I said, less so, but I still get it, because then you throw Allen as a backup, as like a safety net for Jake Ottinger. that would be good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love doing this because I love hearing how you guys value these people. So, hey, let's not be armchair GMs. Let's try to be somewhat realistic. What do you think the Habs could realistically trade Jake Allen for, and to who? Okay, those are the only two teams that have been made public that have contacted the Habs about Allen, but who else do you think could be in the market for Jake Allen? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, the whole deal. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.